I do believe it's about 11:33, and my internet's working, so things are lining up. I think it's a good time to do a quick body check. As usual, I'm here to do that to keep in agreement with myself and also invite you to join me if you feel like it. I encourage you to at least just kind of check in with yourself. Maybe check your core, maybe check your smile, maybe check your breath. Maybe bring your awareness into the bottoms of your feet and connect into the center of the earth a little. Bring your awareness into the center of the universe. Where is it? I don't know. Connect to that. I think it's right here. Anyway, wherever it is for you, maybe take a breath or two and bring your awareness into it. Thank you for the love. I do appreciate it. I'm going to bring my attention into the bottoms of my feet, rooting into the center of the earth, and let's do a flat back swan dive down, relatively flat back from the hips, that's down below the waist, all the way down as far as is comfortable, making sure not to lock the knees, and just hanging here from the hips for a few breaths, relaxing the belly, relaxing the low back. Sometimes it helps to give a little rub there. I find heavy sighing helps as well to let stuff go. Bend the knees, swing the arms back, come into a bit of a counter stretch, pushing the hips forward, lifting the eyes and the chest, and coming back to center. Shake all that out a little bit. Just starting to gather up some of the stress in my body and let it go. Smooth it out. Let it enter back into the flow of the universe to be recycled. Whatever no longer serves me, I'm going to take a slow roll down. Still just checking in with the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Noticing where it's supple, where it's sticky, where it's stiff, where it's smooth. And not judging it, just noticing it, actually just listening, seeing if it has anything fun or good or sad to tell me today. It's usually got some of all of the above. And again, just hanging here from the hips, below the waist, and relaxing the belly. I'm pointing here because I think for me that really is like a noticeable increaser to my flexibility if I can relax the belly. And I'm going to roll back up, one vertebrae at a time again, just checking in with everything. Noticing, listening. Let's do some shoulder rolls, medium circles. You could add some breath, breathing in on the way up. And exhaling on the way down. And the other way. Let's make those bigger circles. Adding more of the arm. I'm going to keep going the same way at first. Breathing in on the way up. Bend the knees, add a little more spring to the whole situation. One more circle this way. Filling the lungs with love and lightheartedness, and then just letting go. Letting go of resentment. Again, filling with lightness, letting go of heaviness. Breathing in, letting go of stickiness, of worries, of what doesn't serve me. Shake that out a little bit. Shake it to the left, shake it to the right. Let's do some little circles with the hands on wrists, checking in with those smaller bones. Having a pretty big flare-up of pain again, so luckily no spontaneous ruptures yet, but I'm trying to be extra mindful. Going the other way. Let's do just a little extra stretching of these wrists. I'm getting ready to go sit at the desk and do a lot of that deskiness. Give these a nice good stretch before I do. I got a lot of inflammation going on today, so it's good to spend a little extra time just letting that go, shaking it out, moving it out, getting back into some flow. Gonna try to making a mental note to remind myself to have an extra glass of water on that note. Take these off too because I can't see very well with them from here. My new camera is not making me super happy, but that's okay. I have a new intention, not new, a renewed intention to complain less and assume positive intentions more. So you might hear me catching myself. It helps for me to do that out loud. Let me know what works for you, or are you working on it at all? Because if not, what you waiting for? I am going to step back with this left foot and do a moderate lunge. Pulling that back hip forward, forward hip back, tipping the tailbone under a little bit and pushing into that back heel. Checking that this front knee is not crunching past the front toe. And just enjoying a nice strong sensation through the core, supported with the spine and the abdomen. I'm going to twist to the outside plane today. Haven't done that in a while, just checking out this. So I'm closing the hips more as opposed to sometimes you see me opening the hips with the stretch. I'm going to bring my left hand down on the inside of this right foot. I'm eking that foot behind me back there in between a ceramic head and a stool. You probably have your own things to contend with. And gazing up past this right hand, past the fingertips, getting a nice wringing out of the organs, a nice twist through the spine. Try not to sink in the supporting left side, but using that hand for torque and support. And then I'm going to bring this right hand around even more to reach for this opposite hip. And gazing out past that long leg, past the back heel to increase that twist. Wringing out all those internal organs. Saying hello. Ooh, hello. I got some things talking to me today. I bring this hand around on the inside of this front foot. And then bring that front foot back to meet the back foot and pressing through the palms, through the spine, tipping the tailbone through the back of the head, and pressing into those heels. Bend the right knee and press into the left a little more. Bend the left, press into the right. And pressing into the left again, and then the right. And then pressing into both heels again. Fingers wide, palms strong. Pressing the heels toward the earth, pressing the heart toward the earth. Still pretty congested around here. I'm going to swing this left foot forward in between the two hands for a nice deep lunge. Do some shirt adjusting. It's a good time to remind you don't need a special outfit or a special set of moves or a special custom-built Head Hutt to check in with your body. Give yourself a little love. Explore a little playful movement. I'm going to step forward with that back foot back into forward fold and hang here again in a passive kind of pose. Just letting gravity do the unwinding. Letting go of the head and neck. Letting go of the shoulders. Let go of the arms. Let go of the belly and the back. Making sure the knees are not locked. I'm going to bend the knees and swing the arms back. Coming into that counter stretch again, lifting the eyes and the chest, pushing the hips forward. Trying to stay conscious through the head rush. Let's come back to center. Chill that out a little bit. I'm going to step back with the right foot into a moderate lunge on the other side. And again, checking that the front toes are not crunching past the front knee or vice versa. I meant vice versa. Pressing into that back heel, pulling the back hip forward and the forward hip back, looking for a perpendicular line with the hips and parallel lines with the feet. Tipping the tailbone under a little bit, looking for a nice long and strong line through the core, supported with the spinal muscles and the abdominal muscles. All working together here. Let's have a couple, just a little bit of breathing right there. Just releasing that tension and stress and anxiety and congestion. Both releasing it and accepting it if it needs to stay. There's always a reason things arise, I think. Or maybe there's never a reason. In any case, it is what it is, yeah? I'm going to twist to this outside plane. Closing the hips more, pulling the front hip back hip forward, giving a nice twist, starting a nice twist through the spine, and then I'm going to try to find a spot to eke that back heel back. I should have moved that ceramic head, and bringing my right hand down on the inside of my left foot, just scooch over just a little bit, and then bringing this left hand up to gaze past those fingertips. Giving a nice twist through the spine, wringing out of all those organs. Try not to sink in the supporting right side, but using that hand for torque and support. And then I'm going to bring this left hand around, reach for this opposite hip, and looking out past that long leg, past the heel, really getting a nice twist through the spine. Feel that ringing out through my organs. My lungs are a little congested this morning, among other things. Whew. Yep. A lot's talking to me in there today. I'm going to unwind all of that and bring this hand down on the inside of this front left leg for a nice deep lunge here. And then bringing this front foot back to meet the back foot. See if I can move this ceramic head without breaking it with my feet. Multi-talented as I am. There we go. And I'll push through the heels, through the spine, tipping the tailbone toward the back of the head. And pressing into the heels. Pressing the heels toward the earth. Pressing the heart toward the earth. Palms are wide. Hands are strong. Tilt the hips again in this position a little bit. Pressing into the right. Pressing into the left. Pressing with both hands again through the spine, tipping the tailbone. Pressing into those heels. Scoop the body forward. Lifting the chest and the eyes, keeping the legs together. And letting the belly just drop. Lifting the chest, not sinking in the shoulders. Getting a nice stretch through the front of the body. You can add some tongue stretch. You can't see me, but I'm looking quite silly. You can't see all of me, but it's all silly. And then lifting the hips, pressing back again. Through what's often called downward facing dog or an upside down triangle or tent pose. I don't care what you call it. just play around with it a little bit, if you can, if you feel like it. Pressing the heart toward the center of the earth again, and then gathering up some energy. I'm going to swing this right foot forward in between the hands. Do another shirt adjusting and enjoy this deep lunge for a bounce or 3, and then I'm going to step forward with that back foot back into a forward fold. Just going to scooch this way a little so I can talk to you on the camera. Another deep sigh, just letting go of stresses and tensions. Hanging here for a breath or 2. I'm going to roll up. Just checking in with each vertebra one at a time as best I can. Coming back to front and center. Shake that out. Our good friend Jeffrey left us day before yesterday. I just learned yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday, sometime in the middle of the night, I think. The night before last. It's just, for me, increasingly frequent reminder, friends leaving this plane, leaving this earth, that you just never know how long you got. So life is longer and shorter than you think. I think it's a pretty amazing thing, this life. So I hope you're taking time to love yourself, taking time to appreciate the other loving relationships that you have in your life. Let people know that you love them. Enjoy that present moment, this present moment. There's really nothing else to it. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I'll be seeing you. Ciao for now.